Hello, hello, and welcome to Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live. I am psyched to be back with a fresh crossword puzzle. See some of my friends already saying, hey, we got D and Amy and AJ all saying happy Saturday. I got Ledition on Twitch. It is a Saturday, and some of you might know what that means. We've begun a little tradition recently of doing these Saturday stumpers at Arkadium.com. These are Stan Newman edited crosswords that are well known to be, I think, the hardest crosswords in all of crossworddom. And we've been doing battle with them recently. Scav and Rand are here saying, hey, and they're fun and they are brutally hard. I just gotta warn you if you are new, these are the hardest crosswords we do on the channel for sure. And but when we work together, it actually works out. We got Angie back on YouTube. Haven't seen you in a minute. Very nice to see you again. And yeah, these do not have titles. It's just called Saturday Stumper. This is today's, and let's see how well we do. I find these personally very difficult to solve on my own, so I will need all hands on deck, and we might fail. I mean, I don't know the answers. The stakes are real, but you guys never let me down. We get the confetti every time. Sarah Jane is here saying hi, and we got a couple guesses for one across, so let's dive in. One across, small presses. Yeah, pretty vague. We got someone named Abrian Abrams saying hi on YouTube. Hello, hope you enjoy crossword puzzles, because that's what we're all about here. So yeah, two solid guesses now, actually, in chat. Taps, small presses, you like tap someone, or pats, which actually, they both work very well. So maybe we check it down. Yeah, AJ hedging his bets very wisely with taps and pats. Let's try one down, far from fortunate. Oh, pets, AJ is also suggesting. Pets. Yeah. Really could be any of these things. Far from fortunate. This feels like a narrower clue somehow. I feel like we should be able to make... Oh, interesting. Ledition and Sella, Scav, and D are all saying poor. Interesting. I guess if you're fortunate, you're wealthy? Is that the idea? Or I guess poor doesn't have to just refer to money. It could be in other things as well. And then maybe that P suggests pats. Okay, maybe things are going all right. Poor unfortunate soul, as AJ points out. Yeah, that's a perfect emblematic sentence of what we're talking about here. Wardog is here, liking the live. Oh, pet. Yeah, that's right. Scav reminding me that pets was another solid guess for one across, so maybe I shouldn't put that letter in. Head as a project. Okay. Again, this feels specific enough. I'm thinking direct and lead, spearhead. You know, what is the... Yeah, I mean, usually at this time, I already have chat just filling up with correct answers, but that's not how it works with these stumpers. Forge, head as a project, forge, wow. That's an interesting guess, AJ. I don't love what the TG would look like here, you know? Start with your software. Oh, no. The panic is already setting in, guys, because I don't even feel great about what we have, if I'm being fully honest with you. But we always persevere, so let's just stick it out. Yeah, Angie, you came back for a toughie. You came back for a toughie. Okay. What do we think? Start with your software. Scav is saying turn on. Interesting. Jessica's like, oh, it's a stumper today. Yep, it sure is. Okay. Floss says hello. Might have to sit back today. No, do not sit back. Keep your guesses coming, and you never know when it's your moment to shine. Floss, you always have good contributions, so do not sit back. And Stuff565 just followed us. Thank you so much. Yeah, Angie, these crosswords are really brutal. But there's something so satisfying when things actually start to click. Barbara's here on Facebook saying that, like, oh, I said turn up. I don't know why I said turn up. Turn on. And Brody asking for one across. It's small presses. We were thinking maybe pats or pets. Could be like little presses with your hand. So that's kind of what our thinking is. We have head as a project, and do we have this deflective protection? Deflective protection. I almost want visor for this. Brody thinks it's Pat's. Let's look at 13 down because the short ones are often easier. Boot up. Jessica says boot up for software. Start with your software. Boot up. That's nice. What would the B go with? Oh, Ledition on Twitch is also liking boot up. Can we make this work? Yeah, start up your software. Boot up. But then, far from fortunate. Oh man, guys. We're already floundering. It is the first corner. Let's stick with it. We will get out of this. I felt this before. Upside down map at 13 down. Ah, Rand is suggesting dabs. Small presses. AJ saying rubs. Interesting. Okay, we can actually make sense of the B with boot up. Maybe boot up is better. Huh. Dabs or rubs? What do we like more? Oh my god, and Angie and Brody are both saying Pam for upside down map? That can't be. Is that for real? Like literally just the word map upside down? We've reversed the letters in the word map. This is bordering on cryptic crossword territory. Most crosswords don't do stuff like this. But I guess we're in Stumperland now, so conventions are out the window. I really want... We're getting solid guesses for everything, but crosswords about interlocking, you know? I want crosses to start checking out. Kubi just followed us. Thank you so much. Amy Gal and Jessica and ST, but all like dabs. So let's try dabs. And returning to this far from fortunate. Oh, pilot! Wow! Head as a project is to pilot. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's the feeling I'm looking for. And all the downs look promising. STALDI. This might actually lead us somewhere. Yeah, Sky Monkey and Jessica Bashir are saying dire. Oof. Okay, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. I'm feeling so much better than I was 2 seconds ago. I'm just... Things are flowing. Deflective protection. Yeah. Dire's good. People are liking where we are. Nice. Ledition and Scav and Sella and D are all saying armor. And stay-at-home mom retired, I assume is what that stands for. Welcome to you. Armor, deflective protection. Yeah, I guess that's accurate. Okay. Vedart is here. Welcome back, Vedart. Okay, what do we think? Reunion rendition. Okay, so we hadn't looked at this clue yet. 2 down. Reunion rendition. I'm actually... This is the first time in the puzzle I'm feeling like we actually have some right answers in place. I'm not even sure all of them are right, but things are just looking more promising. Justin, Christoph. Ooh, and Rick and Tess and Pizza Pete all saying alma mater. Wow. Alma mater. I see. Because an alma mater, I guess, is sometimes a song, right? Is that the idea with rendition? I'm trying to think of this word rendition in this clue. At a school reunion, you might hear your alma mater. Dysentery Gary is here saying, yo, this is the earliest I've joined. Hey, well, welcome to you. And if you weren't here at the beginning, we are doing what's called a Saturday Stumper, which is the hardest crosswords that Crossword Dumb has to offer. So we struggled a lot already in the first corner, but I think we finally made our way out. Eric is on YouTube saying, Marjan and Eric say hi. Killing it, Jack. Love to hear that. Welcome, Eric. Okay, metaphoric height at 4 down. And Dysentery Gary, who just joined, actually is a very good guess for this. Stratosphere. Nice entry, too. Stratosphere. Metaphoric height. Yeah, sent it off to the stratosphere. I like this. Okay, now we got letters in place. We're cooking with gas here. 19 across. Pedestrian. Pedestrian. So it's a full grid-spanning phrase. Pedestrian is a very vague clue because pedestrian as a noun means someone walking on the sidewalk. Pedestrian as a verb means like every day. Common, banal. I see me and I see meat. I'm not sure what to make of those. I'm trying to make meat work. Ooh, I see Scav and Amy and stay-at-home mom and Kenjay. Are all saying meat and potatoes. That's great. Meat and potatoes does fit, and that does mean pedestrian in the latter sense, the adjective sense. Meat and potatoes, very typical. Tess giving me my potato emojis. Okay, we found our footing here, guys. Change color, maybe. Normally, when I have 3 letters in place like this on a 6-letter entry, it's just autocomplete. And yet, here, it's still sort of tough. I see. Rob and the Healer and Kenjay and Fiji Mother and Link are all saying mutate. Nice. Tough clue, man. Mutate. Vedart and Barbara on Facebook got that as well. Mutate is looking good. Oh, except I hate this DT that I'm seeing. That does not look so promising, does it? Zebra crossing. This might actually work. This might actually work. Yeah, Justin D and Sam T also giving me mutate and Crazy Dogger. Zebra crossing. Yeah, my gut was where Warthog just went. Yeah, Velt. This word is on the very edge of my knowledge, but I feel like I've seen this before, and it's a name for like a habitat, right? It's like a type of biome. The Velt. I'm sure someone in chat can explain it better than I am, but zebras live in the Velt, and importantly, it's just one of the only words I know that ends in a DT. We might as well check the V right off the gate, right out of the gate. Unprepared performance. Jake is saying, how is that a zebra crossing? I think the idea is that zebras live in a veld. So that's their habitat. And yeah, why is it zebra crossing? Fair point. Zebra crossing. And why is there a question mark even? Oh, I see. So Justin D is saying a zebra crossing is what a crosswalk is called in the UK because it looks like a zebra. That makes sense. Jilly's here, and Jilly sent a heart. I see. So that's the play on words, I guess. A zebra crossing is normally referring to a crosswalk. Here it's referring to something very different, which is land that zebras literally cross. I think that is the idea. Unprepared performance. Unprepared performance. Nice. David coming in quick here. Yeah, stay-at-home mom wants improv, which makes sense. It has a V, and it does fit the clue, and unprepared for performance. But improv is 5 letters, and we're looking for 4. David is saying vamp, and I think vamp is right, because vamp means to improvise, like in jazz, I think. Or in music in general, if you start vamping, you're improvising. So I'm happy with that. And Deem is on YouTube saying hi, and we got Ray saying thanks for streaming. Anytime, Ray. We do this every day, by the way. I will be back tomorrow at noon Eastern time with another crossword. One that won't be as hard as this. It'll be a little more approachable. So if you're watching and feeling like, oh my God, these crosswords are way too hard for me, then tune in any other day of the week. We reserve Saturdays for these extra hard crosswords. Onomatopoeic prompt. And Pat Cervantes just followed us. Thank you so much. Okay, what do we got here? Nice. Okay, Fiji Mother and Josh and Warthog are all saying, and Olivia just followed us. Psst. That's looking good. Psst. It's onomatopoeic because the word is literally about the sound that you make when you do that. And it's a prompt because you're trying to get someone's attention. I think that's very promising. What many a salad requires. And Link just followed us. Thank you. Okay, what many a salad requires. Man, these crosswords make me feel so, Oh, mayo? Oh my. Someone called Hi, It's Me says mayo. Justin agrees, Tina agrees, and Sarah Jane agrees. And Barbara agrees. I see. Of course, I'm thinking of a green salad, but nothing is as it seems on a Saturday Stumper Day. We're talking things like egg salad, tuna salad, I assume, because most green salads do not require mayo. Ray is like, ew. Yeah. And Vedart got mayo as well. That would have taken me... I needed more letters for that. I was just not understanding where that was going. Yeah, potato salad, as Felicius points out. Okay. Rosetta Stone characters. So the Rosetta Stone, if anyone is unfamiliar, is literally a rock that was found that has letters etched onto it. And I think that it has the same message multiple times in different languages. And so it really helped us decipher, I think, especially Greek, Egyptian hieroglyphics. But it had Greek on it, and I believe other languages as well. And yeah, I think the Greek is key here, because Grace and Brody and Kimmy Egg are all saying Ada's. Very tough clue again. Ada is a Greek letter, so I guess Rosetta Stone contains some Adas on it. Those are some characters. Oof. Okay, this is the first this is the first clue I've gotten to in the entire puzzle that I feel confident about. And it's mostly because I have three quarters of it already filled in. Brand of Stacks snacks. I have eaten these. I know my chip brands. Yeah. And Rob and Hi, It's Me and Piers, Brody, Farley, Houston. 1251 wants bugles, if only. I love me a bugle, but I don't think it's going to fit right now. Yeah, and Barbara and Vet are all saying Lay's. That is looking sweet. Yeah, between Lay's and potato salad, we could have ourselves a nice beige lunch here. Riding high. Okay, I'm seeing this too. See, the stumpers aren't so bad when we got dozens of people solving it together. Yeah, Grace and Pizza Pete, I think we're on the same page here. David and Ladician and Piers all saying at a peak. Riding high, you're at a peak. I think that's good. And Jasmine is here saying at a peak as well. And Jessica giving me my mountain peak emojis. Love it. All right. Let's go to a brand new section, 9 across. Ray says answers can be multiple words. Yes, they can be. Some crosswords will tell you how many words an answer is. Most of the puzzles we do on this channel, in fact, I don't think any of the ones we do on this channel do that. It's up to you. That's part of the puzzle, to try to figure out where you're supposed to parse the entries. And a very hard puzzle like this one is certainly not going to give you any help whatsoever. So yes, answers can be multiple words. Like meat and potatoes is another example. Okay. Org promoting serving success. Where are we here? Org promoting serving success. I don't... Right, yeah, Amy Gallo is giving me the shrug. That's how I'm feeling. Scab is like, what's that? I'm feeling the same way. I don't know. This tagline is not ringing any bells to me. Ooh, I see. David... Gotcha. David and Felicius are saying, and Ladician are all saying USTA, which makes sense. U.S. Tennis Association, right? This is tennis. And the only reason I am liking this is because serving, you serve in tennis, so it's a kind of a punny tagline. I would believe that this is a phrase that the U.S. Tennis Association uses. So I'm not feeling 100% on it, but Sam says I'm late. Damn, well, you're not that late. We still got lots of puzzle to go, so you came just at the right time, says me. And Ray just followed us. Thank you. All right, great times at 12 down. Yeah, I'm like 50-50 on USTA. It seems good. I don't know how confident people are, the ones who said, and Brody just followed us. You guys are making me feel good. Great times. Yeah, Angie also likes USTA on YouTube. Okay. Where are we here? AJ and Dysentery Gary and Sarah and Busy Bee just sent a heart. Thank you. Everyone's saying ages. Oof. Also, just not an easy clue. I guess we're thinking like, I don't know, the Bronze Age was like a great time. Great in the grand sense. Yeah, Felicia's like Dark Ages weren't so great. That's what I'm thinking too. I think great is more in the grand sense here. 57 across Forerunner. I don't believe we've gotten to 57 across. Maybe we just do 10 down and see if we can work without it for now. Transfer bit by bit. Transfer bit by bit. What, I'm literally thinking bit by bit, like a digital transfer. But not saying that helps, because I still don't know what this is. David says, wait, I might know the Forerunner one. How? We don't even know what 57 across is. Riley says scoot. Interesting. Transfer bit by bit. I see you scooting like out of a booth and you're moving bit by bit. Oh my god. What are we doing here, guys? The Grace is like, scoot isn't bad. Jessica says scoot is good. Okay. It's growing on us. Miss Rhonda prefers scoop, as does FSG Holmes. And 1251 is saying spoon. Okay, now I have to figure out why these guesses fit. Why scoop? Transfer bit by bit? I guess, yeah, if you're scooping ice cream. All right, we need some crosses, I'm afraid. I'm taking all of this out. I'm looking at 15 across. AV format. Yeah, Rob thinks spoon is better. Warthog says spoon is best. All right, and Angie likes spoon on YouTube. So let's put in spoon and see. That is actually looking good with AV format. I'm liking this. I'm liking spoon. Yeah. Okay. So we got two guesses in chat. Marcy and some dude are saying JPEG, whereas Pizza and EW are saying MPEG. JPEG is an image file format, and MPEG is a video file format. So I am more partial to MPEG for this because AV is audio and visual, and pictures don't really have audio associated with them. That's my thinking. Plus, UJ is just too weird to accept, so I think M is looking more promising at 9 down. Fuzzy number. Oof. Fuzzy number. Yeah, Amy and Floss making the same point that UJ just looked a little too strange for comfort. Grace says Scav is always 10 steps ahead. It's very true, but I often miss chat, so I'm seeing Ria and Dustin Poke. And Johnny's dad all saying umpteen. Very nice. Fuzzy number. It's not specific, it's umpteen. It's up there. Very good. Elsie Shermo is here. Well, welcome. Making me laugh as usual. Point of foul play. We got a question mark, which means that we should not be reading this at face value. Point of foul play. I guess foul play, normally you think of like a crime. And so what are we thinking here? I'm actually very confused. Everyone's saying pole. Can you explain it to me? Are we talking fouls in baseball, says 1251. Johnny's dad, everyone, I'm seeing baseball. What is pole? Forgive my ignorance of baseball, I just don't get this. Point of foul play is pole. A foul pole in baseball, says Magic Mike. All right, I trust you. Apologies for my total ignorance there. And Johnny's dad followed us, thank you so much. Tess is like, I don't know sports, man. You and me both, Tess. Amy says, I don't know baseball at all. And Jessica says, it's the pole in the outfield. I see, pole of foul play. So is the idea that if you hit the baseball and it goes beyond the pole, then it's considered a foul? That's what the pole is for? That would make sense. And 57 across Forerunner. Got a lot of guesses, even though we haven't even seen 57 across. People are saying telex, which is an early like communication device. So maybe, I mean, it's definitely a forerunner of a lot of modern technology. So maybe 57 across is some kind of modern tech. We will find out when we get there. Lucky likes telex. Let's check 23 across. Grungy group. This X looks strange, but I think I get what they're getting at. I really like this. Grungy group. Yeah. I think, yeah, D and David and Lucky. Nice. Sarah Jane, all saying Gen X. Is grunge was a style that was popular among Gen X. So, grunge-y. Very nice. All right, back to the West. It's handled in the kitchen. It's handled in the kitchen. Okay. Yeah, grunge era, as Scav points out. No, 1251 says, I would not describe Gen X as grungy. I don't think it's grungy in that sense. They're not a grungy bunch. It's just that grunge was an aesthetic that was very popular in the Gen X era. And that's why there's a dash. They're not literally calling them grungy. It's like grunge-y. Am I making any sense? And Matilda followed us. Thank you so much. It's handled in the kitchen. Ah, I love what I'm seeing here. Parashiva and Barbara are saying teapot. Handled in the kitchen. Yeah, Nirvana era, as Tina points out. Right, Nirvana would be a grunge band. Fair? And Puzzle Crazy followed us. Wow, Puzzle Crazy, your username sounds like you're meant for us. It's handled in the kitchen, a teapot. This is cute. So it literally has a handle. That's what they mean by the word handled. You got to approach these clues with the utmost paranoia. Like they're always trying to pull one over on you. Monitor with a red needle. And Mike Kuiper followed us. Thank you, Mike. Jessica's like short and stout. Yeah. It's handled in the kitchen. I like that. Grace is like, I love clues like this. Me too. Me too. They fill me up. But these puzzles, you know, the thing is, every single clue is like this. It's relentless, you know? And so I don't know about you, Grace, or how facile you are with crossword puzzles, but if I solve this puzzle on my own, it's going to take hours and hours. Monitor with a red needle. Okay, so Barbara wants test. I am seeing, Justin wants temp. Like temperature? Is that what we're thinking here? I'm a little confused about that one. ST says tack. And tack, that's like a speedometer, right? Tachometer, tack for short. So monitor with a red needle. This one feels best to me. Temp like in a car. Grace says tack is good. Let's check crosses. It's near a PCZ. Okay, we can cheat. Is anyone on a PC right now? I don't allow Googling, but I do, if something is in your immediate environment, you are allowed to flash your eyes at it. Is anyone on a PC? What's near the Z? Yeah, Mike M and Lucky and Floss and Jessica are all saying Alt. Probably not literally on PCs, but it's a good guess anyway. The Alt key, I guess, is near the Z on a PC keyboard. Love it. Last renamed MLB team. All right, more baseball. What was the most recently renamed MLB team? Kind of interesting bit of trivia here. And MGL is on YouTube, also giving me Alt. And Pika and Pizza Pete, David and Miss Rhonda and Sarah Jane are all saying Cle. I'm assuming this stands for Cleveland. What was the change, by the way? Cleveland Guardians. That's what it is now. That's Jessica's team, apparently. Cleveland Guardians. Used to be Cleveland Indians. Okay. So that was the most recently renamed MLB team. Very good. Okay. Blank and Basie Grammy Hall of Fame album. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Scav is like L or Ella. Yeah, I could pretty much see that much as well. Like, there are only two names, like, legitimate first names that fit here, L and Ella. They both look plausible with the cross. Does anyone know it? Oh, Joe Daniels is saying it's Ella Fitzgerald. I like that. I don't know this album, but I know Ella Fitzgerald, so it seems very plausible to me. Let's check 39 across. Yeah, Barrett says it's Ella Fitzgerald. Pierce says Ella for sure. It's Def Ella, says Floss. Okay, we're in good shape then. Everyone seems to agree. Pam says, "Is this a New York Times crossword?" It is not. This is Stan Newman's daily crossword. It's called a Saturday Stumper. Every Saturday, Stan Newman puts out these insanely hard crossword puzzles, and they're at Arkadium.com, so you can find them in the link in the bio. We solve Arkadium crosswords on this channel, and they're always a great time. I haven't even read this clue. Sign of falling down on the job. We got another question mark. Sign of falling down on the job. I'm still not clear here. Ooh. Okay. You guys are smart. Ryan. Yeah. Okay. Hard hat. Hard hat area? Oh my gosh. Hard hat something, maybe. Hard hat zone. So we're saying literally it's a sign at a construction site. And it relates to things falling down on you. Susan shared the live. Thank you, Susan. Wanted to share this this pain with other people. Hard hat something. Interesting. And Pam followed us. All right, I kind of want to look at the neighbors to see. Oh, MGL has taken a totally different approach here, saying harsh something, harsh truths, sign of falling down on the job. And T. Gilmore followed us. Thank you very much. All right. I'm not sure how I feel about 39 across, to be frank. Smiling on. Smiling on. Hard Hat Club says 1251. Smiling on. Okay. What do we like here? It's 3 letters, starts with a P. Pizza Pete likes the live. I see. Tina and Scav and Lucky are giving me pro. Wow. That's a hard clue. Pro means in favor of, and smiling on means like you're happy with it. You're in favor of. Oh my gosh. And I see people guessing 20 down. Unrefined. Okay, this actually, everything is looking right. Everything is looking really good. Floss is like, oh, I just got why you're all saying pro. They're just calling me a pro, Floss. Yeah, Blake likes natural for this, unrefined. If it's unrefined, it's natural. That actually feels like pretty straightforward. Okay. And it checks out with hard hat, importantly. Let's make sure 31 does as well. Word from Old English for hut. Oof. Very difficult. I'm guessing there are no Old English experts in chat. We might need another clue. I'm gonna leave it here for a second in case anyone thinks they know what's going on. Word from the Old English for hut. 1251 wants wigwam, but wigwam we only have 4 letters in this entry, and wigwam has 6 letters. So it can't be wigwam. Grace is like, no clue, not gonna lie. Yeah, you and me both, Grace. I see. David and Sarah Jane and Warthog saying coat. Oh my. So this is like a pigeon coop, like a little house for pigeons. If you Google a coat, you've seen one before. And it does make some sense that it would come from a word that means hut, because it is like a little hut for pigeons. I also like CK tends to play nice together, so we'll check it right now. Taking for a ride. Taking for a ride. 43 almost looks like it's going to be telex again, but obviously it won't be. Okay. I don't know. Ooh. I see, I see. Okay, Warthog has a very nice guess here. Yeah, and Barrett is saying suckering something. Suckering in, says Warthog. Oh my gosh. So taking for a ride means like, I think it kind of means like you're pulling one over on someone. Yeah, Leia is suggesting we check the downs. I definitely want to check the downs, but suckering in actually works, I think. Taking for a ride. Slap says, "Good morning, Duke of Words." Is that me? Am I Duke of Words? That's an awesome nickname. That's even better than Gary, who called me Cool Guy. I'd rather be Duke of Words than Cool Guy. Sam says this makes the New York Times feel like an easy ride. Yes, I completely agree. Even the New York Times Saturday crosswords, which are the hardest in the New York Times series, I don't think hold a candle to this in terms of difficulty. 1251 says king of crosswords. All right, I've been promoted from a duke to a king. Yeah, Arkadium saying Stan Newman brings the heat with the Saturday Stumper. I couldn't agree more. Gary, yeah, Gary. Now everyone's calling me Duke. It's pretty awesome. Revel in. Revel in. Okay, we got two good guesses actually. Amuse and adore. Huh. I'm thinking of parts of speech here. Amuse feels like it fits the part of speech a little bit better than adore. Or sorry, I meant to say the other way around. I feel like adore is to revel in. Like revel in your child, say. You adore them. You revel in their delight. I can't come up with a sentence where amuse works this way. But chat seems squarely split, so downs it is. Quick game. This feels like it could go in a couple directions. What do we think? We're doing, yeah, we're checking downs. Quick game. David is guessing 21 down. We haven't even looked at that, and it's a long one. Okay. So Lucky says demo. I don't think I understand it. Quick game. It's something troubling me about that. Everyone likes demo. Demo is a quick game I like. Demo makes a door work. Okay. Demo it is. Tess likes it. Ooh, YouTube is disagreeing with TikTok here. MGL and Angie both saying deer. I like that. Game as in game animal. Deer are pretty quick. What do we think? Everyone was trying to make Hard Hat Zone work too with demo. I just don't get demo as quick game. What do we think of deer? 1251 is like, oh wow. Tina's like, oh clever. I love YouTube and TikTok now competing on their contributions. So maybe it was a door after all. Yeah, revel in a door. I think that works. And hard hat area. Whoever said that, like right at the outset of this clue. Hard hat area. AJ says this is the start of the YouTube TikTok war. No, we're all friends here. We all make it work together. I should not have pit you guys against each other. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and people noticing it can't be agricultural now. Everyone wants to see 21 down. We'll get there in a second. I promise. But Yeah, debate. Blake, I like Blake's framing. It's a debate, not a war. Debating is fine. Exactly. Angie on YouTube says we're all buddies here. I love, I love the cross-platform love. Boston Marathon setting. Okay. 1251 is writing era. You know, it's tough. We get a lot of guesses, and I don't always. Oh, 1251 is now corrected to ETA. It's tough. And Angie wants Eli. Sometimes I can't tell the difference between someone thinking, this really fits the clue, or this just fits the spaces we have left, you know? And so I have to try to explain every guess, and I am having trouble sometimes with these, explaining the guess. I do like what David is saying, though. That it's a time zone. I think that's the trick here. Boston Marathon setting, like clock setting. And they say Boston not because it's not the marathon that matters in this clue. It's that it's in Boston, so it's the East Coast. It's Eastern something time. It's either standard or daylight. I guess Boston Marathon I think happens in April. I used to live in Boston, and so what would that be? I think daylight. We'll check the down. Set up logically. Set up logically. Okay, people split on whether it should be Eastern Standard Time or Eastern Daylight Time. By the way, who thinks that they would crush this crossword on their own? Okay. B. Browder is here, and Mike M. saying, I'm ordered. Jilly says orderly. Ordered and orderly. I actually think they both fit. And set can mean have multiple different tenses. So I actually don't think we have enough information to sort out ordered versus orderly. But I like order. I like that it's Eastern Daylight Time, which was my suspicion. The Boston Marathon is in the spring. So Puzzle Crazy says nope. But Pat says not me. Blake says group help is nice. Tina says not I. Okay. Chess says absolutely not. No way. Never. I'm just reading. Everyone is saying there's no way I could solve this on my own. That makes me feel better because I struggle with these on my own, and it goes much more smoothly when we're all working together. And even then, let's be honest, it's not that smooth. Okay. Cold blank. 1251 says, isn't Boston Marathon in like October? No. I have personal experience. I lived in Boston. I attended the Boston Marathon multiple times. It is definitely a springtime event. Sam's like, this would hurt my crossword ego bad. Yeah. I relate to that. Shania's back. Boston Marathon is held every year annually in April. Yes. Shania, haven't seen you in a minute. Missed your energy. Cold War, people are saying. Beth says icy. Icy, I think, would work if the clue were just cold, but it's cold blank. So we're thinking of a two-word phrase, cold blank. And cold icy doesn't feel like a natural phrase to me, like in the way that Cold War does. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, interesting. Abby and Tess are saying cold one, like give me a cold one, a beer. And Blake is saying cold cut, as in like deli meat. Okay, wow, a lot of cold blank phrases with only 3-letter second words. So I think we need downs. Small French square. Oh my. Small French square. Someone said I do, says, I just finished the Trader Joe's crossword, if anyone cares. I did not know that there was a Trader Joe's crossword. Is this real? I'm a crossword professional, and this is breaking news to me that Trader Joe's puts out a crossword puzzle. Okay. I am seeing about every four-letter word that begins with an N in chat. People just like flipping through the dictionary for four-letter words that begin with N. Ooh, Pizza Pete. Oh my gosh. Pizza Pete came with receipts. Not just an answer, but an explanation, which I needed desperately. Oh my god. Neuf. This means 9 in French. And 9 is a square number. 3 squared. Small French square. Neuf. It's genius. So hard. it's so hard and it's genius. Wow. Floss is like, oh, fantastic. Warthog's like, wow. And Grace is like, that's smart. These are the things when that's what gets me up in the morning. I love it. It has to be right. It just fits too well. Dude named Dave says, yes, there is a Trader Joe's crossword. It's in their sale flyer. All right. Well, I got to check that out. Yeah. Arkadium's like Pizza Pete coming through with the facts. Yeah. That was excellent. 1251 says, how would someone do this by themselves? They wouldn't. They would join Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live and do it with all their friends. And Abby just followed us. Yeah, Julie thinks the square misdirection was clever. Steph says, I only know Neuf from Hamilton. I'm a Hamilton fan, but I can't remember the lyric that has that in it. Sam says, do you own this channel? I do not. This is Arkadium's channel, so I stream the Arkadium crosswords, but I am not Arkadium. Okay. Blank Aryan languages. Hadn't even read this clue. A and Vedart on YouTube are both saying Indo-Aryan languages. That seems very plausible. So would that include Hindi, Urdu? Indo-Aryan languages? Oh, and Cold One. It was Cold One. So pat yourself on the back if you were one of the people guessing Cold One. It was not Cold War. Much more pleasant. Duke's domain. I'm the Duke of Words, right? We already established that, so all of this is my domain. Oh, I gotta catch up on chat. It's flying. Steph is saying Eliza and Philip singing and counting in French. I remember that in Hamilton. Thank you. Yeah, when the sun raps, it sings to 9 in French. Says Snicks and Coco thing. Thank you. Love me some Hamilton. Okay. Where else are we? Sorry, gotta catch up with you guys. MGL on YouTube. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Lucky and David and dude named Dave. We got a bunch of Daves here saying EDU. Also a very good clue. Domain meaning the what's that called? The extension on a URL. It's not .com, it's not .gov, it's .edu because Duke is a university. We were all thinking of the kind of Duke that I am. The ruler of the realm. Clears out. Yeah, Duke as in college, says Jessica. Exactly, that's the misdirect here. B. Browder explaining Duke has domain name ending in edu, right. Very nice, web domain. Okay. Clears out. Jesse Valdez, David, yeah. I'm liking what I'm seeing. MGL on YouTube. 1251 seems overwhelmed. I promise, if you're new here, most of the crosswords we do on this channel are not this hard. We do these especially on Saturdays because they're brutally hard, and we like the punishment every once in a while. But come back tomorrow, and it will seem a lot more mortal, a lot more accessible to mere mortals like us. Clears out, rids of. That makes sense. Rich Barry followed us. Thank you. I'm liking that. 1251 says, I'll stick to tic-tac-toe. No. Crosswords are accessible to everybody. This is like the hardest of the hard. I would like to go back. I like a left to right top-down solve. Did the wave? Did the wave? We got another question mark. The wave, of course, my first reading of it is that a crowd in an arena will do the wave. But that is not what we're going to be talking about here, because the question mark. Sam says, you say you make crosswords. Where could one find one? So there's a newsletter called Morning Brew, and they have a puzzle in there every day. I make a full-size crossword every Saturday, so there's one today that you could go find. So if you Google Morning Brew crossword, you'll find all my puzzles. I am not understanding this. I see a lot of people saying Helen. Why is that did the wave? I need... Dese Davi says, is it easy? My puzzles are much easier than this, I promise you. I like to think they're a satisfying challenge, but not, like, you can solve them on your own. No, these are a special breed. I don't get it. I don't get what people are saying. Some people are saying eeled, like hunted for eels, and some people are saying Helen. I need an explanation. Or I need to leave this clue altogether. This does not look more promising, let's be frank. Mine blank marquis, Die Fledermaus aria, and I apologize for butchering what I assume is German. This looks like German to me. So it's an aria in German. Does anyone know this? Anyone know this? Give us 21 down, says Gary. Okay, yes. People have been asking for 21 down. I apologize. It is time. Corn mazes, hay rides, etc. So Agra does look like it's going to be something agricultural. What, Pizza Pete says, wow, he was right, lol. Who was right about what? Oh my god. Jamie and Lucky and David and Jill. Oh, someone actually guessed this earlier? Agritainment? I've literally never seen this word in my life. I understand it. It's a portmanteau of agriculture and entertainment. And so corn mazes and hay rides do fit the bill. I've never heard this word. This is wild. 1251 is like fake word. Yeah. Chris says sounds good to me. Ryan had it. Someone named Ryan got it. Oh my god. 1251 says that's a word someone would use during Scrabble. Yeah, I wonder if this is even valid during Scrabble. It might not even be in the Scrabble dictionary. See you, VetArt. See you tomorrow. Need to do more corn mazes and hay rides, Jack. Yeah, apparently I don't have enough agritainment in my life. Whew. Except we're making progress. The thing is, all this stuff is crazy, but we're learning and making progress. And I'm having fun. Hair. That looks good. Hair means man in German. I know that much German. So I think that's a very promising guess. Let's check the H. 40 down. Someone's asking for 40 down. Apologies, I missed that. Hit shows at county fairs. Blake, this one's for you. Hit shows at county fairs. Shania says agritainment is not a playable word in Scrabble and therefore has no point value. Okay, thank you. Yeah, it seems a little too, modern, playful to actually be in any legitimate dictionary. My Man Marquis. Yeah, I guess is what the name of this aria is. Okay. Let me see. hit shows at county fairs. Ah, derbies. Miss Rhonda and Lucky and D are saying derbies. Hit shows at county fairs. Oh, hair's like Mr., says B. Browder. Thank you. Did the wave. Oh. I'm trying to make sense of this. Yield. What is the idea here, guys? Blake says derbies makes yield work. So the only thing I can think is that if you move your body like this, you could call it eeling. Is that true? And that's kind of doing the wave. This feels like a stretch to me. Yeah, like a squiggly shape, says Snicks and Coco. They move like a wave. All right, undulate, says Scav. Yeah. All right, you guys were saying this, and I was being stubborn about yield, but you were right after all. Okay. Gary says, I need to do that one more time for the chat. No, that was a one-time undulation from the Duke of Words. Arkadium asking a philosophical question. When someone throws a plate of eel at you, have you been eeled? Yeah, maybe that is the idea. It's like pieing someone, except you're eeling them. Grace says a bit of a stretch, I think, to be honest. I agree. That one is... Kristen says, I mean, that is how they swim. Some people are very on board with eeled as an answer there. Blake says, who's throwing plates of eel? Blake, you haven't lived. Sand mine. I'm not seeing a bunch of guesses, so 58? I can't with these. No, we're skipping. We're skipping until we get a reasonable clue. Banners of the Charleston era. Banners. Steph says an angry sushi chef might throw a plate of eels. Yeah, we're making sense of it. Banners of the Charleston era. So the Charleston era, we're talking Roaring 20s? What do we think? Grace is like, this is all gibberish to me. Yeah. It's weird. There's also variation within the Saturday Stumpers because I think last week we did one and everyone was saying, hey, this is actually pretty easy. That the last week sort of didn't live up to its difficult reputation. And this one I think might even be exceeding its difficult reputation because some of this stuff is borderline mean to us poor solvers. Warthog and others I've seen are saying à moi. Okay, let's make sense of this. À moi means mine in French. So I am thinking that sand might be a place in France. Can someone fact check me on that? That's the best way I could make sense of this answer for this clue. Ooh, Angie has a beautiful guess for 61 across. Oh, I love it. Dries. Banners, not as in banners, you know, like posters, but banners, literally people who ban. The Dries, this is the Prohibition era. Charleston era is Prohibition. So the Dries are the people who were banning alcohol. That's very clever. I like that a lot. Okay. Can we make sense of 46 down? What our opposition don't know how to handle, per John Lennon. What do we think? Okay. Okay. People feeling good about this one. Diva Nation. And Sarah Jane and Sky Monkey and Angie all saying humor. What our opposition don't know how to handle. That seems like a very plausible quote. Humor. Todd just followed us. Thank you, Todd. And why don't we check 47 down while we're in the neighborhood? Windswood. Windswood. Okay, so this is clearly a play on woodwinds. I still want it to be an instrument, although I'm not seeing what fits. And Divination followed us. Thank you so much. 1251 says, don't Brits spell it humor with an OU here? Yes, I believe they do, but these crosswords tend to be very American-leaning. So you should expect American spelling in these crosswords, unless the clue somehow hints that we're talking UK. Okay. And bruh followed us. Thank you, bruh. Oh, John Lennon was a Brit, though. That's the point. Fair point. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what to say about that. It's a very good point. Windswood. Ah, okay. Snicks and Cocoa and Floss are saying ebony. I see. Like, ebony is a type of wood used in woodwinds. I think that's literally the type of wood in a woodwind, or in some of them at least. Bruh moment sounded saying lolling at you saying bruh. Is that not what I should call you? And Blake has been trying to get my attention. Apologies. Yeah, I kind of skipped this clue. First pronoun in the last paragraph of Lincoln's second inaugural address. Because this clue, let's be frank, is just ridiculous. Like, who knows the first pronoun in the last paragraph of Lincoln's second inaugural address? It almost made me mad seeing this. But none does seem to fit. So well done, Blake. Clarinets, Tina points out. Yeah, clarinets are made of ebony. Oh my. We're doing it. We're doing it. It's not pretty, but we're doing it. Name on the cover of Primary School Geography, 1894. Okay. Sam's like, do you not need to know that to be an American? Yeah, this is an all 5th grade history lessons. We have to memorize Lincoln's second inaugural address. Okay. Oh, we have a Rand. We have a Rand in chat. And I think Rand is the answer here. And rubber is looking very promising at 50 across. Model power source. Maybe not. Maybe not. Sky Monkey. Yeah, Rand McNally, as Jessica and Shania point out. Sorry, I should have said. Rand McNally, I believe, is like a series of textbooks. I'm pretty sure I've had Rand McNally textbooks. Is that possible? Oh, clarinets too, Angie points out. Okay. We are kind of in the home stretch here. Steph and AJ are saying rubber band motor. Oh my. I see. Because it's a model, so it won't have a proper power source like a real engine or motor. It'll have a rubber band motor. Very interesting entry. Mike M says Rand McNally is a publisher of maps and books. Right. That seems good. Wind it up and let it go, says Tina. Yes, exactly. Okay. Ooh, and rubber band motor gave us one little extra letter here, because we were deciding between orderly and ordered for setup logically, and it turns out it was ordered after all. I will take every letter I can get. Round Tripper Rewards. What is this? Round Tripper. I'm trying to think. Rewards? Blake wants rest, and 1251 wants rope. 1251 is also guessing ruse. Ooh, Sky Monkey is the first guess that I can actually make sense of. RBIs? Angie agrees on YouTube. Round tripper rewards. You do a round trip of the bases, and you're rewarded with a run batted in. Do we like? Amy says this seems right. Yeah, Sam says RBI is a great call. We're talking home runs. Good. Ryan likes it. Grace says, what does RBI stand for? It's runs batted in, and it's like a point in baseball. Okay. Oh, Teal Gilmore says, I like runs. I see. It could actually be runs as well, probably. Maybe we check the cross. Rancher accessory. Rancher accessory. Okay. Yeah, Kristen and Ryan and Scav are all giving me a bolo. That seems good. Yeah, like a bolo tie. A bolo is like a leather kind of ropey type necklace. Sometimes there's a silver emblem on it that ranchers and cowboys wear. It's in that aesthetic. So I think bolo and runs RBIs is looking good. Doubtful. Doubtful in quotes. So it's going to be some kind of verbal equivalent of saying doubtful. Ooh. And Busy Bee shared the live. Thanks. Anyone else have friends or family who like to suffer through brutally hard crosswords? Ari Fox is saying iffy for doubtful, which I like a lot. Yeah, that's kind of doubtful. That's kind of iffy. I think that's great. TikTok beverage trend. Okay. We got a lot of people on TikTok right now. I scroll TikTok in my spare time, but I don't think I know this. TikTok beverage trend. Kristen is saying, you are missing a letter in my name. It's a riddle. Oh no. Now I want to solve it. But I don't know if I have time. I have so many other things to attend to. Who teach says boba. Okay, boba. Boba tea is popular on TikTok right now. It's a little weird to call it a TikTok beverage trend. I feel like boba is popular well outside of TikTok. I like boba. And importantly, I thought iffy was a great guess for doubtful. I felt good about it, but I bet works as well. I bet. Yeah, I bet you do. And you're sort of saying doubtful. Love it. Got it. It's of the scientific variety. Thank you for the hint. Kristen, SN, that's tin. So you are Kristen. I get it. Are you a chemistry buff? Okay. We're making sense of things. Correspondence, comeback. And I'm going to look at 41 down simultaneously. What dailies depend on? Okay, I can actually see this. Yes, I got Kristen's riddle. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah. I like what Sky Monkey is saying, and D and Steph and AJ and Snicks and Coco all saying, and MGL ad sales. We're talking daily newspapers, I guess. Depend on ad sales for sure. And Lucky pointing out that SAS, correspondence comeback. You're talking to someone, you're corresponding, and if you're comeback, you're giving them SAS. All right. It almost feels like we're solving a regular crossword. Security and many an IRA. Oh, suddenly I'm not. I spoke way too soon. Oh my god. I think SAS is wrong. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think it is SASE. Correspondence comeback. Can someone remind? I've definitely seen this before. Can someone remind me what this stands for? And the reason I was confident it was wrong is because T-note just looks so perfect here. A T-note is a type of financial security. The ST looks right. I mean, I feel good about T-Note here. Floss, an IRA is a retirement account. Self-addressed stamped envelope, thank you. Self-addressed stamped envelope. Correspondence comeback. Oh man, I thought SAS was good. I thought we were rolling again. Stymied at every turn. Real-time loggers. Lily's saying, is 48 across stench? Oh, yeah, if only. That would be fun, but I think that doesn't work with the clue that we just read. Yeah, I think what Some Dude and D and Grace and Tess are all saying, and Rand. Ooh, and Dawn Power. Stenos. Stenographers. Loggers as in logging what's being said. They do that in real time. Yeah, all right, we are officially in the home stretch here. One more corner left of this marathon stream. And I think we are gonna persevere after all. Eternal Pessimist. Eternal Pessimist. Okay. What's catching up a little bit? Yeah, I like what I'm seeing. MGL and Ledition. We got Dawn and we got Half Josh all saying Doomer. I like that. Yeah, Doomer is an eternal pessimist. That works very well. Yeah, Kristen says I would have said Downer. Yeah, Downer fits with the clue and the number of spaces we have just as well. But with two O's, I think Doomer is a nice guess. Jilly likes it as well. All right. Urban legend spreader. Urban legend. Oh, and Amy Floss, excuse me. Floss is guessing becomes tired. Ooh, and we hadn't even looked at that. Becomes tired. Floss is saying goes stale. I see. Tired like a joke. A joke, and that's kind of a tired joke. That's gone stale. Very nice. And meanwhile, email. Oh my gosh. Another very hard clue. Oh, we this was a cross-reference from ages ago. What feels like ages ago. Telex was a forerunner of email. Okay. After all that, we've come full circle. L alternative. L alternative. Okay. So L is a magazine. Gary's asking what was the puzzle theme. So these Saturday Stumpers do not have themes. They are just focused on kind of wide open white space, unusual entries like aggritainment, and brutally hard clues. That's what it's all about. There is no theme. Every other puzzle we solve on the channel does have a theme. It's just these that don't. Okay. Wow. Lucky and Kristen and AJ and D and K.A. Jones are saying Nelly. Oh, that is a fiendish clue. I think the idea is that, so L is a magazine. L, I think, also means she or her in French. It has so many associations, but I think the idea here is that Elle and Nelly are both nicknames for, I guess, Eleanor? That is something else. Okay, and 54 down. I think the only clue we didn't need in the puzzle because we filled it in with crosses. Are you kidding? Really? Test this longest stumper so far. Yeah, it is. This was a marathon, but we do have just one letter left. Suddenly, what feels like suddenly, what palm olive was named for crossing quite in Quebec. Okay. Weirdly, I'm getting different guesses. Tray and oily, or is it trace and oils? I think S works better. I'm assuming that it's palm oil and olive oil are the oils that palm olive is named for. And I do know that TRES is what means very or quite in French. So I think it is going to be an S. I'm already seeing some drum rolls. Did we earn our confetti today? I would believe there's an error somewhere in this grid, but let's find out right now. Whew. Oh my. Congratulations, everybody. That was something else. Oh my god. I'm actually kind of surprised we survived that. Wow. I think everyone deserves a big pat on the back. Half Josh followed us. Thank you so much. Whimsical Talking Doge is like, I know some of these words. Yeah, okay, so what's the verdict here? Are these too hard? Do we like this once a week? I'd like your opinion. Because I get some of this is a little, yield. I think some of this is a bit of a stretch. Or are we 1251 says, what maniac makes these? I can actually tell you what maniac made this. Oh, I actually can't because we've solved. I believe it was a man named Matthew Sewell made this, and it was edited by Stan Newman. So blame those maniacs. Gary says not too hard. Pizza Pete says I like it. Tina says I love it. Tess says super satisfying. Okay, so I think we're happy with the hard ones. We'll continue this Saturday tradition. I've really been enjoying it, but I need you guys all on board, and it really felt like we conquered something today. So I had a ton of fun. Do please join me tomorrow. I'll be back at the same time, noon Eastern, with a new crossword, a normal crossword, let's call it. And in the meantime, check out Arkadium.com because they put out awesome puzzles like this. You could go solve last week's Saturday Stumper right now if you wanted to try your hand at it on your own. And they put out a ton of other games as well, so you won't be bored at Arkadium.com. Okay, I'm signing off, and I'll see you all shortly, I hope.